Hello, everyone. I am Ruby. You can find me at ruby.griffiths.8 across social media. I do indeed play our Fey Ranger here, Razz Blossom.
Oh, hello. Welcome. I thank you for telling me I was muted, Big. I'm not anymore. Wonderful. Getting all the technical issues out of the way in the beginning. Up next, we have our human sorcerer.
Hi there. I am Chelsea. I go by Musicaholic on a lot of social medias and stuff. But today I am playing Belle Marwood, our Infernus sorcerer with magic she doesn't know how to control yet, but she has a pin if she needs to get business done. Also, don't mind the new place setup. My roommate is streaming at the exact same time, so we're going to be in a new place for a little bit. Hopefully don't mind, but yeah, that's me. Hi there.
Competitive streaming. But welcome. Thanks for being here. Up next, we have our Blood Hunter Fun Grill.
That's me. Hey, everybody. I'm gamejunkiesonline, Junkies, or Justin. Your glowing pink blood hunter who does ghost stuff. Yeah, that's kind of it for me. Check me out on socials. Game Junkies Online.
You're right. I said human for Belle, and I was incorrect.
You're fine. To be fair, she does have tan like skin.
It's true. I also her horns just blend into her hair.
They do.
Yeah,
They blend
I think
It's
it's
not-
because of the roses right there.
The
Mhm.
roses, yes.
It's not as obvious as the bright pink mycelium skin of.
Yeah.
Up next, we have our wizard.
That's me. I'm Kristi, or Kaylee1999 on most social medias places, though I'm not terribly active these days. I play Oriana, who is the Qatari wizard who spends most of her time in the library, it feels like, which feels fitting, actually.
Some things never change.
Hmm.
Next, our druid folk.
Hi, I'm Fern. Yes, that's it. There we go. I play our druid folk, otherwise known as Willow Low Howl, and I am the responsible one of the group.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
The end. That's all I have to say. I've never done anything that has built to the harm of others or led to the difficulties treated by anyone else in this group.
Not in this group, nope.
No, never once. Not never once, no.
Responsible.
And our last member, Hugrokk, his router currently had a tragic accident with some liquid, so
RIP router.
he will not be here today. He's very upset about it. And I am Zatara. I am the game master here for our game. I get to make a world full of tales, and then these guys come in and add more tales and their own cool stuff to it. So it's a good old fun time. And we do have some announcements today. I personally don't, but I believe Chelsea.
Yes, I do. I'm not gonna do any accent. Yes. So this Thursday, I am gonna be partnering up with For the Cause, if you know that channel, run by Gizmo Plenty, aka Natalie. She's fantastic. Where I am gonna be running a For the Queen of Pirates. So it's going to be a charity live stream that I believe is happening 8 Central Time for Twitch at For the Cause events at Twitch. It's not just going to be me. Swolfie will also be there as one of the players. So it's going to be a wonderful time. And we're going to be raising money for Project Hope that's going to be helping over in Venezuela. So if you can come, go to For the Cause on Twitch at 8 p.m. CST time. For some reason, my brain is not translating that to Pacific Standard Time or the others, but you understand. But yes, that is what I will be running. It'll be like about 2 hours-ish, and it'll be raising money for a good cause and a fun pirate chaotic time. Words are not my strong suit.
It sounded good to me. Nothing can ever go wrong with pirates and charity. Two things that are often quite paired together.
I mean,
Right?
it's basically Robin Hood at that point.
Oh yeah, essentially. And actually,
I
Jack
should've
Sparrow
thought
was a
that,
very
but I
charitable
didn't.
pirate. Captain Jack Sparrow.
I mean, my D&D pirate is kind of Robin Hood.
It's the best way to. Let's be honest. Modern day depictions of pirates are very much not like how pirates were back in the day.
Yeah.
But without
Got
further
stretchy
ado,
arms and stuff.
stretchy arms and stuff, like madness. I believe we can dive in to our intro. Nothing holds us back from diving into the story of Fables.
Scattershot!
Scattershot. We don't know
It's been a
what
while
those
since
words
I
are.
interrupted the countdown.
Last time on Fables Atramen, our crew did a little bit of discussing, a little bit of note cross-referencing, and a lot of talks were had about information that everyone had gathered about this mysterious quill found down below. Readings found across the school, as well as secrets that had been revealed within the inner chambers of Erden's. Lots of questions, very few answers, and a disappearing tooth to Hugrokk's chagrin. Ultimately coming to the realization that it is but their first day of school, and there's already so much
Right,
that they got to do, and they still have class in the morning. So, choosing their downtime activities each, everyone set out to various destinations. Razz focusing in and really honing in the connection between her and Rupestris and working on some of his more fine. Bella deciding to be a little social with her fellow classmates, as well as taking some personal quiet time. That definitely stayed that way. Variedawnt made himself a personal mister, adding a little bit of humidity to his bed, as well as giving him a way to heal from scars, as well as studying in the way. Oriana delved not to the library, but to the vivarium, to which there was moderate success. Saw some new creatures, but none of them seemed to like her very much. So, progressed onwards in other forms of study. Lo, having the same idea, tried to get a head start on acquiring an animal companion for themselves, and ultimately went about the same way as Oriana. Same thing happened to Hugrokk as well. Though Hugrokk did go to the library to search for books on the Volwolf, and Oriana not being there to assist. Though, with failure comes the first. As turn to, I believe, right where we left off is in Grand Chamber the study hall, the lecture hall of Wormhole Academy, with Belle looking up into the ceiling, long moonlight shadows being cascaded from the circle of windows atop this room, and the scratchy, echoey voice of Cash bundling down the stairs. You bolt up and look towards where his voice is. He's not there. I love the question mark ship it.
No. No.
Like, ship it? Question
We've
mark?
been over this 1,000 times.
What is
No.
what is a ship but just
That's true.
Every
It's
ship is just
funny,
waiting
I'm
to
not gonna
happen.
lie, it's funny, but just
the worst
No.
enemies to lovers? Enemies even?
enemies. One like a stalker, really. Yeah, Belle would have bolted up to the voice. Steve's not there. All right, you motherfucker, come on out.
Language. And you see his voice comes from behind you and a little bit to the right. He's like by the large blackboard on the back of the wall, and kind of
Mhm.
stepping up onto the stage. He goes, "I come in peace. Come in peace."
Yeah, that's gonna take a little while for convincing with what you did to me last time, bud.
Hey, we all have little things we're good at, and who knows what kind of place this was, you know? Could have been cutthroat, would have been on top. Not cutthroat, therefore now I have to apologize.
Then let's hear it.
He walks up to you.
Oh God, what'd I do?
He gets about a foot away from you,
Mhm.
stands as straight as you've ever seen him.
Oh God.
Those are not
Junkie,
D12.
stop it!
Those were D10s. Not...
It-
What?
It's funny though.
Nothing happened. There's no sales appearing on screen.
Yeah, they landed like that.
Oh,
If this one's a
no.
9, on the bottom, how crazy would that be? Sorry, I rolled the dice and they bounced and landed one on top of the other one.
Oh my goodness.
And it was a crit.
Oh, of course it is.
Oh, this is what I just need to get a dice cam apparently.
Uh-huh.
I need to make one of these, but it says crit.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Please do. Please do.
All right. He crits, so that actually is fantastic. His eyes go from the slit cat eyes, full pupil, wide. His
No.
ears tip back. Goes, and as his eyes expand, his back straightens. His fur almost relaxes. And his crooked smile relaxes as well. And looking at you full straight on in the eyes, he goes, "An apology would not be enough. For advice I will offer you. When you cast, lift your chin and pronounce from your abdomen. Spells need to hear you to survive." And you see one of his whiskers. Pring! He goes, "So, oh, you wanted an apology. I am just dreadfully sorry for my transgressions against you."
Hold on. Chelsea needs to recapitulate with what just happened.
Absolutely. Take your time.
I was just you. I was like, how dare you do the Puss in Boots stare at me? God damn it. Okay. The ship is... Never mind. Anyways. I hate this. I love this and hate this so much. Okay. Okay, how would Belle react to this? Okay. Definitely is very stunned when this whole other accent comes out. And then he transforms and goes, I'm so sorry. It's like, I'm... Okay, which one's the real you? Or are they both you, or...
One. There is only but one me.
Wait. Did you know what you just did? Were you aware of what happened?
I just gave a lovely apology, if I'm to believe correctly.
No, there's that, but you also switched your accent and were like very eloquent and all that. Or was that just like...
His eyes kind of like squint for a moment, and he looks down. Goes, tink. Only partly there.
There's no way I can make some kind of roll with like what the hell just happened.
What kind of roll would you like to make, Belle?
Oh my god. Is it like some kind of like, I don't know why I'm thinking with like magic, like was he like entranced by magic? Was it just something that just like...
Try to make a spellcasting roll. You can
Okay,
also
so...
use your arcane sense.
Okay, so with my arcane sense, it's just something I naturally have within close range. So would that just be like another plus?
Yeah, it'll let's say you have advantage.
Okay, so I will have advantage. So I'll add a d6 to that. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I just saw
no, of course.
junkies grab food and pull it in. Like, now I'm here to watch the show. Sorry.
As someone with a natural born knack for magic, even though unknown, you sense that there's something off as someone themselves who has something off about them. And it's not a kinship you feel, but something in your magic is almost twinged with his magic.
Okay.
Make your roll.
Now I will roll. Okay. Come on. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, that's decent. So that is that's a 17 with hope.
17 with hope. Take your hope.
I am full on hope. I'm so full on hope. Is there any chance I can add a disarming presence to make that a 19 and then bring it back up? If not, it's fine. No,
I think disarming presence would work here, but
no,
that
you're
roll
fine.
is still
You're
very
fine.
good.
Reaching. It's still very good. Sorry, continue. I'm just like, what the hell has happened to Tash? And why wasn't he this eloquent before?
Feeling your magic extend out, searching, you give into it and give it power and more direction. And when you make the connection, you get the sense that almost exactly what Ash said. He is in. Your magic connects to something that has something. There is magic there, but it is almost as if a part of it has been ripped and like the edges of this magic you're touching are feathered and frayed when your magic is strong and
Interesting.
you see his ear tweak. Oh, my charge has escaped. Hilda! And he tumbles backward and disappears into a shadow.
I think she's like a little bit like for a moment. It's like, what the hell? Just well, let's see if he remembers it, and then just wait. Did he say Hilda? Shit. She's gonna try to go after Tash.
All right, make a Make a instinct roll. Go to
Okay.
try to follow wherever Tash went as he disappeared into shadow.
Yep. Okay. All right. Oh, geez, that's a 21 with fear.
You walk out and try to look around. You can just hear the "Come on, Tash, this way." The echoing, disconcerting contrast of a maniacal child laugh along with a maniacal, insane person's laugh echoing around the halls. You also hear a door open. "Will you all quiet down? It is curfew." "Sorry, Edney." "Sorry, Edney. Come on, let's go." And you hear a close from up. Door close from upstairs.
Okay, I hear it, but I don't see it.
This is like you were walking out of the main area and into the grand hall, kind of like following the echoes around. And you didn't locate them visually, but just from hearing them with that knowledge check, you can tell that they went in their door.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, at least she's safe. And I think she has like a moment where she's like, "Please, for the love of God, make sure he forgets that name that I said. I don't need anyone else to know." And then after a bit, we'll just, she's too rambled up that she can't really say at the stage, but we'll take a look around and we'll, I guess, head back to the dorm.
Hey.
Oh, God.
Eventually, taking a lap around the school, this interaction with one of the more anxiety-provoking wormhole. You all eventually return to your beds in your the makeshift bunks, so carefully crafted, fellow students, and eventually fall asleep. You wake up the next morning, fully refreshed and ready for the day ahead. As you all know, today is your second day of class here at Wormhole Academy. On the docket for the day, you have 2 hours of apothecary in the morning, which is taught solely by Minstrel and is an individual class with just your class. So it'll only be these. After that, and after lunch, you have history again with Erdney, and then survival, which is taught by Tail and Grayman Clodfro. Some interesting.
Real quick question.
Yes, of course.
So I think it got mentioned last time. So were you saying that when we are resting in the school that we are doing away with the recovery?
Yeah, we're doing away with the recovery one, and that one's just a default. You just get that one always.
Okay, so we heal full.
Yeah, you heal full, and
and heal stress.
Yes, you heal full and heal stress. And that's because that function, when out of the school, is essentially you taking time to find a way to gain that level of sleep. That level of sleep is provided to you always. You always have access to it at the school. So you don't have to waste one. So feel free to fully re-up on everything you got. You take a long rest. You wake up, and unless any of you have something to do before heading down to breakfast, you all head down to breakfast. Once again, third breakfast here at Wormhole Academy, and it is a slew of a buffet of a different sort today. Instead of the hearty meats and cheeses and more greasy, hearty breakfast to really refill you after a hard day before, this one is much more light with pastries and baked goods and fruits and vegetables and things like that. And hearty. There are still some various sources of protein, but it's mostly pastries. Yes, Belle.
No fruit.
I think with how much, I think she's very much like me, is a light sleeper. So I think after what happened last night, if she can, she'll go in early to help Graymond, even just to like pass the pastries out or something. She needs something to do, especially because she's gotten up early back at home to do work for the bakery. So I think she would just go and like help one way or another.
Yeah. With seeing as you guys all seem to have a good stockpile of hope, how about we add a mechanic or test one out that you all kind of have little side projects or like special practicals that you have given yourselves in collaboration with a specific teacher. Anytime you choose to go work on that, you can now add a hope to let's say you advantage in this is a d6, so you can spend a hope to give yourself advantage when working on your
Yay!
So if you wish to go wake up early and go help with your relationship with Raymond Clotfrill, feel free to do so.
Yes.
So add advantage to whatever you're going to roll. And how would Belle help Raymond Clotfrill?
Well, I imagine he's already had the stuff already prepared, or
you
is there
walk
still, like,
in
maintenance?
and the kitchen is ablaze with movement. There's already at least one round of breakfast done, but they are full starting into the second round already. So there's pastries being made, there's bread being rolled out, there's just essentially a 12-foot long flat top that just has a dozen little mushroom guys holding one large spatula trying to like flip eggs over. There's plenty of places for you to assist. Best as Belle thinks that she could.
Yeah, I mean, because she's in the bakery, she's used to like making breads and stuff like that, as well as like if need be cooking like not really like eggs, but like for like flour and stuff like that. So she's much. I'm messing up with the accent. Fuck. She's a lot better with cooking baked goods and all that stuff. But we'll go up to Gray and be like, "Hi, sorry, don't want to interrupt workflow. Where do you need help? Can I help you?"
You see, you call out. Graymond comes bundling out of the back, carrying a large barrel over one shoulder and a hefty sack over the other one. He drops the barrel down, it cracks, and a bunch of cornmeal spills out. The mushrooms all run and start piling up the cornmeal mess and start cleaning away. The sack he drops on a table and a bunch of potatoes tumble out. Like, oh, well, let's see. Jonah, Darren, John, get over here.
Oh, so cute.
You're off bread duty. Help clean up this mess. Gestures down to the cornmeal.
So he doesn't pay them, but at least he names them.
Yeah, he names them.
Jared? Oh no, you were Jonah.
A lot of J names.
J number 27, go. Come help with the potatoes. Wonderful.
Yeah, you call.
Meanwhile, there's 3 mushrooms in the back, just like with union cards and protesting.
Well, that's how they got their names.
That's why he doesn't remember them yet.
Look, I was not in that meeting. I'm their union rep. I didn't need to be.
He turns to you and
alright.
goes, if you would like to roll out some lunch for me, the pastry has already been. They just need to be shaped at this point.
All right, not a problem. Thank you, Gray.
Wonderful. And roll
Alright.
your check for me.
Okay, that probably. I imagine it's like finesse, or is it? It would be finesse, or would it be instinct? I don't know.
Would Belle be trying to rely on her muscle more to accentuate her magic?
Muscle
the school.
memory. She's looking
Okay.
for muscle memory right now. She doesn't want to get into magic just yet.
Right. And finesse
So
it
that'd be
is.
finesse. Okay, cool. Finesse. Here we go. And I get that advantage. What is that? What is that number? Damn it! I'm having an Ashley Johnson mode of like, what is that number? Okay, never mind. I know what that number is because it looks like a 7, but I think it's a 1, which is not great. But it's not the end of the world. Oh well, I got a 6 on the advantage dice, so that's good.
Nice.
19. So that's dirty 20 again with hope. So I used a hope, but I gave that hope back. Fuck.
Perfect. The amazingness of hope. You, it being your second day, kind of, you helped a little bit the other day and kind of got a little bit of a groove for how these strange little mushroom men move around the kitchen. And also, this is the biggest kitchen you've worked in. The grill, the flat top I mentioned earlier, is about the size of the entire wall of one of the bakeries, and that's just of your bakery. And so, we'll go with a small town, with tiny
Very
little buildings.
small. Exactly.
And that's just a central bar. That's just one counter surface in this entirety. But you find your way, you navigate around, and your muscle memory. At one point, Grayman kind of walks behind you and goes, "Have you noticed?" And you kind of look down, and as you put a croissant down on the tray for their second rise, you so careful with all these baking things I'm saying. Especially when talking croissants, because there's someone's favorite thing to make as a professional baker, and she's sitting in the same room as me, and it's terrifying.
No, Ruby, I'm so sorry.
Fine, I've just written like essays on how to do proper lamentation with like full hand drawn diagrams. It's fine. I'm not.
There will be a
judging
strongly worded letter after stream.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll have to send me notes so that way I can follow the Ruby.
But you notice as you just muscle memory kind of look up at Grayman and start forming the next one and look down. 2 spectral images of your hands are next to you, rolling another set. That's shift to the side, and as soon as you acknowledge that it's happening, they disappear. Oh, that's the pesky part of magic, you know. At least in the beginning, you'll get it. Amazing, wonderful job. Onwards and forwards. Kind of bundles past you and goes, "Fern, Jameson! Not on the job!"
Oh my god.
Bundles away.
Jumps away. Yeah, Belle's just a little shocked. I was just using my hands. I wasn't using anything else like my rolling pin. Okay. If it was the rolling pin, she would have questions. Like, God. Okay. I think she also has a moment when she looks around and is like, Mom and Pa would have really loved this.
Which, as you look
and then
around,
shakes it off.
you notice as you kind of like look around, murmuring that to yourself, there's a second of, would have loved this, but it would have made it so. As you look around and see that every practical aspect, tiniest twin, magic used in a way that just seems so mundane, almost. A spoon that keeps stirring a few extra times after it's let go. A oven that is charged by rune magic that keeps the same consistent heat the entire time, instead wood or charcoal ones. These small little ways that so mundane and harmless that you didn't even notice them. But this kitchen is a kitchen that is used in.
Yeah, I think she has a little inner turmoil with that of how, in a way, this is like home with what she knows, but at the same time, she also knows how much other people would just hate it. Not like hate it like it's bad, but out of fear.
Fear can be very powerful, as you all well know, and I sit here.
No! I did not mean for that connection. I truly did not mean for that connection. Fuck, I gotta shut up.
As you tuck back in, realigning your thoughts and realizing that there's still a little bit of time before breakfast starts, Your friends are waking up and trundling themselves down into the dining hall, where you all see tables full of food and drink and a very groggy Class A walking down behind you. Hilda is being pulled in the giant shield behind Kiva, who is asleep. Her hair is bedhead in her face. She's in just plain kind of canvas, oversized shirt with shorts. You just hear the the shield as she's pulling it behind her. Ash seems bright and beaming as always. Kind of leaps over, gives Hilda a couple pokes in the shield before scurrying off and claiming a seat first. As well as the other members slowly trudging. Class B. What would you like to do?
Oriana has brought a book down with her that's probably one of her apothecary books from her previous studies, just so she can thumb through it while she's eating. So she's literally like book pastry while she's eating.
I'll wait till everybody else is done. There's something Belle wants to do, but I'm gonna wait.
So we're just in the breakfast hall?
Yep, you're just in the
Or-
breakfast hall. You're in the main big breakfast hall. The other class is there currently. You're just in a little bit of downtime before your first class starts. You probably have about 45 minutes, an hour until apothecary starts, which you know takes place in the room right next to the dining hall.
I'm just filling my plate. Just like pastry stacked this high, lots of crepes, lots of fruit.
Mm.
2 cups of coffee.
As you head over to fill up your plate, junk, walk up and you see Gunther, the heavy-set, bald but thick ginger beard dwarf from Greakal, the eldest son of the family, is kind of standing in front with the tiniest of little plates. He himself, you can see he's decked out. He has like a wooden spoon on his hip, a large tankard. On his back, he actually carries a kind of wok, large metal wok on his back. Very similar to that of Kiva, but it seems as if this wok, unlike Kiva's shield, is very well cared for and maintained. And he just kind of just looking back, holding this tiny little plate. Oh, morning to you. Yeah.
Remind me his name? Gunther?
Gunther Lendelfoot.
Gunther, yeah.
You've probably met him every so often, but it was always kind of in passing. You know that Gunther he wasn't like the black sheep of the family, but he was being the eldest, he was obviously expected to take the mantle, and then that was quickly realized that wasn't going to happen, as he spends essentially all of his time in the forest and mountains outside of the main capital of Greakal, exploring the mountain ranges and the hills around, and is usually only home to eat and sleep for the most part. You know him as like a generally kind, caring person. He doubts on his younger sisters constantly. And most of the Lendelfoot family in general has a very positive with their subject.
Okay. Big family?
No.
No?
Gunther is...
Okay.
Yep, having 2 younger sisters.
2 sisters. Okay. Decent thing. Good morning, Gunther, right?
Ah, yes.
That all you're gonna eat? that little plate?
Well, I like to eat in small meals throughout the day instead of 3 big meals. I have, and he kind of reaches into his pocket and
Three.
pulls out a strip of like fruit leather. Goes, I can grabs a banana from the table and kind of waves his hand, and it all the moisture is removed from it, and it is dehydrated. He goes, I pack things for later. And puts it in his pocket with his other leathers.
Oh, that's smart. I just figured since we're here and we have access to the like food tunnel network, I make use of that a lot. So I kind of do both. There's big meals and then constantly snacking.
Ah, a grazer diet. That is actually considered quite healthy for a lot of people.
I like it.
Good.
Does that big thing get tired to carry around all day?
Oh no. And he turns around and puts it down on the table, and it's super great size. This is just I can he pulls out some dehydrated ingredients from his pocket, throws them in the soup, and there's the wok, and from his hand comes some form of liquid. Can't quite see. No, I just need flame.
Flame. No, doesn't work. My magic don't quite work like that.
Oh! He pulls out a small circular. It looks like just a circular terracotta coaster that has some etchings in the top of it. You can make a action roll. Make a magic. Actually, just make a magic casting roll.
That's my agility. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's caught. 7 or 1. That's 7. Okay, 7, 8, 9. So 19 with fear.
He takes the clay tablet out, and you barely catch the mistake in the engraving in the top, as you instantly understand that this is a heating tablet. But realize that the glyph is drawn in a way this isn't gonna go well, which you have are
Wait.
the walk flies up towards the ceiling, clangs across the top, and then goes down and goes, oh! Takes it, looks at it, goes, oh, my sister made this one. He's still practicing. Puts it in his shirt. The walk behind him. Sorry, everyone. Looks over, picks it up. But that will get the blood pumping,
Yeah, I mean, don't need it, but that's one less cup of coffee I need this morning.
Right, you have blood. I can figure it out.
I mean, you can, but not today.
Grabs an orange and walks away.
I mean, technically I have blood, but it's not. It doesn't. It looks different than what you have.
Interesting. You see, Kitcha goes, interesting, and like wanders away, lost in thought, and lost in the thought of the idea of you having. But as you say bye from multiple paces away, he goes, "Oh, goodbye." Walks back to his table, sits down. Is there anything specific anyone would like to do before diving in? Ellen, Fern.
Sad.
We'll have Fern go first, and then we'll
Sure,
round up.
yeah,
we'll round
please,
off
please,
with Belle.
Fern. Please go. Please, Fern.
Lo enters late,
Mhm.
and has this satchel on their shoulder, and they're just walking in, and they just beeline to Hilda, and they ruffle through the bag, pull out a small notebook and pen, and then present it to Hilda.
Okay. Takes it.
Anytime you have a thought of something beyond your creative imagination, I want you to draw it here. This way we can record the things that you imagine.
Oh, like the things that come alive.
Yes, those very things.
He opens it and instantly starts drawing. He turns.
Great.
Shows you it is this rabbit that instead of long ears, it just has 2 wings for ears, and it just seems to be like fluttering. It seems to be drawn in a way that is fluttering the air, with its head hanging down like a little helicopter. This sad on my sister's face.
That's why the two of you are so tired. I see.
I'm not tired at all. I don't know what you're talking about. She
I look over at her sister.
She is asleep. The shield is on the table next to her and like taking up the next 4 feet next to her, and she is just face down on the table, hair a bush around her head.
Lo will then take out a bunch of herbs and press them into their palm, shake them into a glass, add water to it, and then push it over to her. Drink this.
Why?
Shh. And then I just pour it. just open up, just drink this. I promise that it is a-okay.
Make a agility reaction roll for me.
Yes, Lo is by far the most trustable, responsible. Oh god.
Absolutely. They won't die. Hopefully. Can I burn a hope to use I know a plant for this?
Oh.
And give them the old razzle dazzle? Because if you're asking for agility and I'm doing a plant, just to add 4 to this roll.
Absolutely.
Great.
As much of your hope as you want to.
So having to dealt with all sorts of wild animals in the circus, being able to feed them the potions that are needed, Lo's a bit spry with these kinds of interactions. So I will be adding 5 to this roll.
Amazing. And this is a reaction roll, so you don't have to worry about hope or fear.
Brilliant. Okay. 18 plus 5 puts us at 23.
Nice.
Nice.
You go to pour the drink in Kiva's mouth, and you barely have time to tumble out of the way as the shield is suddenly just whipping around in the air and lands with a clatter on the ground. And you see Kiva now standing, unblinkingly looking at you, breathing heavy, until Hilda peeks behind you and goes, "It's okay. Sure, it's just a drink." As look down towards Hilda, and then up towards you. Drops the Pong that she was holding the shield by, and just kind of grabs the cup from you and takes and swigs it down. Okay, you were right. I'm sorry.
Indeed. Have a good morning. Also, I gave your sister a journal so we can log all the guests that will be joining us here at the Academy.
You don't even have to roll for it or anything. You see that, as you mentioned the guests, there's a flash of terror, and then you see her actively breathe, and she just kind of goes, Perfectly safe here. That's why everyone will know. Thank you.
You hold on to secrets too, don't you?
I doubt anyone here does.
Yeah, you're in good company as much as she is.
Try to only keep the one.
Are you saying people, or are you saying secrets?
Secrets.
Ah.
People disappear.
I know that all too well.
Kind of like looks down towards Hilda, who is just sitting cross-legged, just scribbling. Like she's already filled like 2 more pages. You see her kind of like the longer Kiva watches Hilda, the intense, scared, and ready to kill look just slowly fades until it's completely non-existent. And then Hilda looks up at Kiva with this big shit-eating grin and goes, "I'm gonna make him leave the page."
Oh, jeez.
She just sprints off. And Kiva, thank you. This is already working because at least they're on a page. Hilda! Goes, wait, Tash! And sprints off after Hilda. He's a lot faster than I am. And it tires him out too.
You know, if you ever need someone less Tash-like to watch over Hilda, someone a little bit more responsible.
Understood.
I'm sure you and I could find someone.
I'm sure.
And then I'll grin and walk away.
I haven't eaten breakfast. Turns and walks towards food. And you walk back to the table where Razz, Variedawnt, Oriana, and Hugrokk are, and Belle, if you've left the kitchen yet.
That's the thing. I
Mhm.
think she would have been in the kitchen and then like passing around food and all that stuff. She wanted to go to Tash. Is there any chance she could catch Tash before he sprints off to where Hilda went?
Oh, yeah, definitely. No problem.
Okay.
Hilda didn't
Alright, I don't know.
Hilda seemingly didn't leave the room, and Tash caught her pretty
Oh,
quickly.
okay.
She just ran off like she was
Okay.
going to, and then was fairly quickly caught by
All
Tash.
right.
So you kind of
That's what I
see
was worried
him
about.
leading her back to the table, and then
Mhm.
gives her a pat on the head before going back towards where the majority of the.
Okay. Yeah, I think Belle would have, after all the food is prepped and done, she would have like helped bring it out, like give it to all the tables and all that stuff. And before she sits down at her table, she is gonna go over to Tash and she's gonna get as close as she can get and whisper in his ear, "Meet me before history. We have things to discuss. All right?" And like squeeze his shoulder. Is there any chance I can intimidate? So that way
You could try.
or something. I just want to meet with him before history because Belle wants to talk to him about some shit.
I'll say make a presence check with disadvantage, solely because it is Tash. It takes.
Can I use my disarming presence?
Well, see, here's the thing.
Mm.
Can you be both intimidating and disarming?
Okay. Oh, you know what? Okay, fine. Can I be disarming
Oh, absolutely.
and not have the disadvantage?
Yeah.
I just don't
What
want
a-
this disadvantage.
Trying to do the very classic Southern, I'm being oh so very nice, but you know I am going. That kind of thing?
Kind of a little bit,
Okay.
yeah.
Bless your heart, but insert the most horrific thing you've ever heard.
Okay, so I can spend a hope to have disarming
Absolutely.
presence. There's no. I am reaching for the stars. I can't like bribe with the food that I brought out for Chef's Touch.
Just depends what kind you're going to. Are you going to? You're trying to intimidate him, or are you trying to get on his good side?
No, I'm trying. I'm gonna come off. You know, no, you know what? You're right. You know, Sorry, my brain.
No, you're good.
Blah 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 blah. I think she is going to try and entice him in a nice way, but like it's a serious nice way. She's
Okay.
not going to try to intimidate. So I will use the disarming presence.
Yep, disarm presence, and then I'll say the DC is lowered from if you bring a food.
I will
plate
bring
of
food over. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So then I'll do that. So then it's a
Presence check.
a presence. Okay, so
Yep,
now
presence with
+3.
disadvantage.
Oh
Plus-
no.
Yep, presence with disadvantage, so minus the D6, and with a lower DC because you brought over food.
Oh my god. Okay. Please be good. Please be good.
got this.
I don't know.
Here's one of your crits that you rolled before.
No, it's definitely not a crit.
Oh.
It's definitely not a crit. So, wait, hold on. So then, disarming presence adds +1, so it's a 3, and then the chef's touch will bring the DC lower. Okay, so then that's worth. Okay, so that's. Oh god. Okay, so with disadvantage, that's a 13 with hope.
13. You
Still a decent roll, like halfway through.
13 with hope. As you kind of like place your hand on his shoulder firmly and slide him the food and whisper to him, he goes, "The bell doth toll for me." He goes, "Alrighty."
Good. And you're forgiven for now.
"Oh, thank you." Hilda goes, "What you do, Tash, is something so terribly stupid, Hilda. I'll tell you later."
Yeah, let's not discuss over food. But yeah, nice talking to you, Tash. And see you later, Hilda. And we'll go over to her table. But she is still keeping an eye on Tash and Hilda.
You head back to your table and start to partake in the food that you spent the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, you all hear a slight magical charm announcing that the class has begun, or class will be beginning soon, and it's time to head there. And you all get up, except for Class A that ventures out of the dining hall and on to their class. You in Class B merely need to take a few steps into the garden. The inner garden, the inner terrarium, the inner greenhouse. The large room that sits right before the kitchen. In this room, some of you have been in here before. Some of you have all kind of seen it in passing at this point. It is a glass-walled and ceiling chamber with large standing planter boxes that stretch about 20 feet by 10 feet wide. There's some smaller ones that are perfect squares that seem to be divided up into smaller squares with a variety of different colors and shapes of flowers and vegetables and herbs. From the ceiling, large vines dangle down and also hanging baskets of more herbs. Seemingly, most of the things hanging down are berries of different sorts. Just these small little bundles of berries hanging down, easily accessible for anyone who wants to buy. Which, as you can see, they have indeed been accessed, as some of them are.
I was going to say, what color berries?
Oh, there's a plethora. Red, blue, purple. There's even one that kind of has this bright green glow from inside, but its outside skin is a blue color, so it's kind of...
pick one of those and just eat it.
No.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no!
Make a...
Someone's got to do it.
Make a strength reaction roll for me, please.
-1. Okay. That would be a 12 with fear.
12 with fear? You completely lose the feeling in your tongue, and it is fully numb. You have disadvantage on presence checks for the next 2 hours.
Oh.
Variedawnt,
you probably-
what did you just eat? Point it out to me.
Dante.
One of the green one.
Oh no. All right.
This
what's
one here.
happening?
Wait, did you try one of these? And then I eat one too.
Yeah.
Make a strength reaction roll.
Hmm. Most responsible.
Most responsible one. All I'm imagining is the Jar Jar Binks scene after he tases his face, like blah, blah, blah. My tongue is numbing.
Would I know what
The
it
first
is?
roll is a 1, so
Okay,
Nice.
no.
perfect. Oriana, make a knowledge roll for me. You can add fast learner if you.
11 with hope.
11 with hope. Your tongue also goes completely numb. However, you seem I'm trying to figure a way to make it hopeful. Because you still failed. You see, it seemingly doesn't.
But-
You have a bit more of your faculty than it seems Variedawnt has. Oriana, what did you roll?
I got a 13 with fear.
13 with fear.
Oh no, wait. I forgot to add my knowledge. So 15 with fear.
Okay. You know this to be the Boogleberry. When refined into a potion, it can cause full body paralysis for an hour. It can also be medicinally used to help with various body pain by adding it to various salves and bandaging to numb an area. And when eaten just as a berry, it has the tendency to make the entire tongue, possibly depending on the strength of the reaction, face numb.
What happens if you hydrate with it?
Sorry. There was a request for hydrate, so I redeemed it. There we go.
Which you see in practice as you look up towards Lo and Variedawnt, whose mouths are fully numb.
Maybe
just
we
poking my
don't eat
cheeks.
things we don't know what they are until after we've learned a bit about it in this class.
This one, and I take another one and eat a different color.
Oh, good
It was
lord.
glowing. It was good.
No.
What color do you reach for?
No,
Purple.
Make a presence reaction roll for me.
I go over to Oriana's like, they just gotta live and learn. They just gotta live and learn at this point.
I suppose
We're in
if
the
I ever
school,
need a
can't
guinea
kill us,
pig
right?
for anything, I know who to talk to.
Oh, perfect. And Belle's eyes light up.
I just crit.
You crit.
Nice.
Amazing.
That's
Um,
great. Because I ate it up.
Don't worry, Oriana. I'm taking notes. It's for research purposes.
Oh, good. I'm also taking notes, mostly for, yes, research, definitely.
Yeah.
We're learning so much already.
True.
Belle just laughs in the background as watching this happen. It's just like, oh, this is great.
Lo, your
what
mouth.
color was the second one? Sorry,
Purple.
I missed the color.
Purple.
Okay.
Your mouth returns to you. The feeling in your mouth returns to you, and it also seems as if your eyesight gets a little better.
Oh.
As you now have advantage on instinct checks for the next 2 hours. And it seems to have nullified the negative effects of the green fruit.
Oh, Variedawnt, eat this. And then I put the purple berry into Variedawnt's face.
Make a presence reaction roll for me, Variedawnt.
Presence strike roll. Yeah.
Phyllis is curious. Belle is not.
17 with the good one. Hope.
17 with hope. Okay.
With the good one.
With the good one. Oh,
You
God.
feel
Yeah, we
you
got
feel
good
your
ones over
tongue
here.
slowly start
roll
going
and
less
bad
and
roll.
less numb, As over the next 15 minutes, your face returns to its normal state. Your eyesight, however, does not get the bonus.
Oh. Huh, okay. So glowing green gets canceled by purple. See, we're learning. That's what class is for.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just
Indeed.
I grab like a bushel of the glowing green ones and put it in my bag.
Be sure to store those in a cool and dark location once picked. And you turn and see that Finstrel has been standing in the corner this entire time.
Oh, Finny, hi. So
Can you
sorry.
eat berries?
I cannot, so this was quite educational for me. I
Wait,
don't
are you
learn together.
in class?
I am.
Yeah,
But-
he's leaving our class.
But you can't. But potion and things.
There is a difference between book smarts and actual practice. I rely on book smarts and willing volunteers. Otherwise, I must find other avenues to test the effects.
The willing participants don't happen to be the mushrooms, usually, are they?
Oh no. Unless
Oh, good.
testing on fungril.
Okay,
Otherwise,
we're gonna have to rewrite their union contract again if you're testing on them as well. This is breaches so many OSHA.
it is all willing. In fact, if anyone would like some extra credit, you can too volunteer to test
I point
my
over to Dante and Lo.
We already did it. Do we get extra credit or do we have to do more?
processed potion testing is the official role. Those were just berries.
So we jumped the shark on this one, didn't we?
Indeed.
Uh,
Never perform a work until the agreement is signed.
It just looked tasty to me.
Or at least that's what Erdney says. I have never conducted business.
Well,
What? Yeah.
What?
What kind of business has Erdney conducted recently?
Well, he is a mighty fine trader with a D, not a T-O-R. And he dabbles in enchantments, though that is rather dangerous. He's not very good, but stabbing and fighting and magic, he's very good at all of those.
So he dabbles in enchantments, but he's not very good at it.
Indeed.
It's a good thing he's teaching history, not thaumaturgy.
Exactly. If you wish to delve into the thaumaturge of Wormhole Academy, please speak to Ileana in the basement.
Is there an enchanting class?
No.
Yes, we had it, not enchanting, but we had thaumaturgy yesterday.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
thaumaturgy.
You will delve into enchantment come your second year.
Yes.
Mm.
What if that was our profession?
Then you are a step ahead. Congratulations.
Is there anything on performing?
We do
There's
have
the
a theater.
political speaking class. That's kind of performing.
Ah.
Boring.
With Erdney and Ileana. Erdney
What was it?
did garner the truce between the Caltrop family and the dragons in the plot. So, would be a very good person to learn the finer points of negotiation and subterfuge.
So he was the individual.
Him as well as his dragon.
Interesting.
The dragon. No, I don't say that. I don't say that.
No, nope. I was about to say. I was about to say junkies.
So Edney met the Caltrops.
As well, a representative of them. They were the only ones to not agree to the final truce and continue to fight regardless. Eriadne went to try to convince them, though things did not go as planned.
So he didn't actually garner a truce then. He just tried.
Well, he made the first one that they refused, but the younger members of the family agreed to. The war lasted much too long. Children and grandchildren do not hold the same moral values as their parents, and often children who grow in war wish to not be in it anymore, though old men will drive it into the ground. Erdney says it's pride or greed. I do not feel these things.
You're probably better off for it, honestly.
Because you have a kind heart.
To be kind is also not known to me.
Oh, I think
it's kind of what you've been doing, so...
Yeah.
Ah. Wonderful. Apothecary.
Yes.
He walks over to his
15 minutes of class left when we just went the whole time talking by a
These
bush.
guys are not professional teachers, folks. They are random people who were pulled in by Erdney.
Right? They
They're trying the
darn
Erdney does. I mean, Finstrel barely knows their own history. Okay, but they know about plants.
But he's so adorable, and I love him so much.
Walking over
Can I
their
ask an above board
Of
question?
course, yes.
Or above table question? With clanks. That's what it's called.
Yes.
Yes.
And so we have some that are like made, but then we have a spirit stuffed
Mhm.
into them.
Mhm.
Are they all that way?
Make a knowledge.
Because like, is Finster the Finster?
Finstrel.
Minstrel.
Finstrel? Like the
Finstrel,
outlier?
Finster, whichever. He seems to respond to pretty much anything.
Yeah, he's called me. He's let me call him Finny. So
What?
Belle has a knack for nicknames. So
Sorry, what kind of role was that?
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
You have a I'm old as fuck experience?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
we need to level up for another experience, but that would be an
Yeah,
awesome
that'll-
one.
I couldn't remember
I
if
do
you
have a
had
name for that.
chosen both of your experiences yet.
Yeah, it's the Quick Tinker and See Dead People. Or MacGyver, I See Dead People.
That's a good one.
People is so good. I love it. So
14 with Fear.
Here. As someone who studied magic and enchantment in Draic Hall, you've had interaction with Lynx quite often. A lot of times they would come to you to augment themselves in some way, further progress their function. And all the ones you've met, they've all been a soul put into a vessel, and then having either successfully bought their way out, fully own the vessel, or are ones that had been sent to Draic Hall still under contract and air or something.
Okay.
So
So Finstrel's very much an outlier.
yes, Finstrel is very much an outlier. Finstrel is the most robotic Blank you've ever met.
Okay. Interesting. Not sure what I'm going to do with that information, but I felt like I needed to ask.
You know it now.
It's been like bugging me for like the last 2 episodes.
His shovel-shaped face and iris eyes extend and close as he makes his way over. His heavy leather gardener gloves over his hands grip the sides of this square raised bed. As he looks up towards you, he calls you over and goes, "Come, come." Over. And you can see here there is a square garden plot here that is divided into a bunch of tiny squares. This seems to be a 9x9 grid spread across this square. And in the square there is a plethora of colored flowers, each in their own little individual square. Up towards you, he goes, "This is the introduction to Apothecary here at Wormhold Academy. If you look, these are herbs and other fauna. No? Laura. Sorry, I teach both the animals and the plants.
You're all good. You're good.
Planting plants in particular ways will cause different outcomes. This is called cross-pollination. Here is an easy way to learn how." He looks down. "Can any of you take a guess at how this works?" And what you all see in front of you is a 9x9 square grid.
Oh, okay.
Is it very Mendel? What is it, Mendelssohn? I'm gonna guess.
And there are, as said before, there are particular colored flowers in each individual square in this. I'm going to tell you the flowers you see, the color of the flowers you see going across each room. So in the top row, we have the top left, starting from top left, have blue, yellow, empty, empty, purple.
Four more.
Sorry, specifically indigo.
Instead of purple?
Wait, sorry. Made this so apologize. Specifically violet. Sorry.
Violet. Okay, so purple to indigo to violet.
Yes, sorry. And then the rest of them are empty. Second row. Indigo.
I need the indigo.
Blank, blank. Red. Brown. Blue. And then the rest of the are empty in that row. Third row. Blank. Brown. Black. Then 4 empty squares.
2, 3, 4.
Then indigo and another blank. Next row, the very first square is black. The fifth square, so middle square, middle as you can guess square, is indigo. Last square.
2, 3, 4, 5. Indigo.
I don't have a writing utensil, otherwise I would draw this down. So I'm trying to do my memory.
Next row, first square is green. And
Our first green.
2 empty squares. Then black. Empty square. Yellow. 2 empty squares. and red. Next row. Violet. 3 empty squares. Orange. 3 empty squares. Indigo. Next row. Empty first square. Second square is indigo. 4 empty squares, followed by an orange, then a black, and an empty square. Second to last row, we have 3 empty squares, green, red, then brown. 2 empty squares, blue. Then the final row, 4 empty squares, black. 2 empty squares, violet, brown. And a minstrel gesturing finishes explaining what the names of these different herbs are. It's much easier to just reference them by color, though. Initially, just by looks. Does anyone see a pattern or have an idea of what to do?
I feel so bad. I don't have a writing utensil, so I couldn't draw it down. So I'm trying to remember as best as possible.
Anyone who would like to conduct a knowledge check, you can do so with advantage if you understand nature or have you would think you have a familiarity with plants and like basic home gardening.
What if I'm a plant? Kidding.
You're a plant. No, you're a fungus, actually, technically.
It's not a plant.
Could I?
What about reading apothecary books?
That works.
Would I, because I've Fool's Gold, it's very rural, and with my baking as well as other hobbies that she would have in the garden, possibly, or
I think with Fool's Gold, because like Estos in and of itself is a agriculture-based economy. Like Estos in particular grows very specific alchemical ingredients that cannot grow anywhere else, and that's kind of the reason why they've stayed relevant, even though they are tiny and kind of off by themselves. Because they're the only places it can happen. So I think that everyone's going to have different DCs on this roll based on experiences that I know you have. So I think everyone can roll for this. And I think the people who could add an advantage, in my perspective, and like you can also convince me otherwise, is Lo and Oriana.
Okay.
I do believe.
I'm gonna bargain here.
Okay.
What about someone else that she knows in Fool's Gold that, with what he does, sometimes he has that information? If it's not possible, it's fine. I just have
28 with hope.
Nice.
8 with hope.
This
Very
was
good.
knowledge?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Then I got a 26, also with hope.
6 with hope. I think rolling for Bella would be kind of like a straight roll.
Okay. Alrighty. I tried. Because also I think she's distracted by the blue colored flowers. She's looking for a particular flower.
I also added the experience that I have of I know a plant for that.
Okay.
Oh, amazing. Perfect. Absolutely.
So that's
No.
how I got 28. Yep.
No, Belle's distracted. That's a 6 with hope. She's very distracted. She's
Bella's-
looking for a particular flower.
As you try to focus in on this class, your eyes just keep getting drawn around just the menagerie rainbow of colors around you. And your eyes lock in the top right corner, hanging from one of the hanging baskets. Little blue flower that sparks a little memory. While Oriana and Lo, you two are focusing in and recalling, and Belle, you kind of come in halfway through their explanation, but you start seeing a pattern, and wonder. No, that seems far too simple. Have either of you ever played Sudoku?
Yes.
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 I was
Okay.
trying to figure out if it worked that
Okay. Okay. That makes that okay. Yes, but please.
Neither have I.
I know Sudoku.
So
It's the worst game. It's
I
it
love
Alright,
it. I don't know what you're
move
talking
over.
about. I love it so much.
hurts my brain. It hurts
So,
my
did you-
brain.
Ruby, crack them knuckles. Get in.
I'm like, wait, are you
put in
telling
a-
me this is math and colors? I fucking got this. Where are my colored pencils? I can't find them now.
So did you have to like put in a Sudoku puzzle and just like change the numbers to?
So
Colors.
I realized halfway through explaining this verbally to you all that I could have just shown you a grid with these colors on it halfway through reading them, which was very dumb.
It happens.
That's okay.
Which
It's
is
fine.
wild because it's
Fine.
like I will make full battle maps for things, but when math and Sudoku are involved, I'm like, the brain go away. No words.
Yeah,
Well,
it happens.
for our listeners that are not watching,
It's true.
You can see the terrible thing I've just drawn
Oh.
in my written. I don't know if you can be able to see it. Like all of that.
Oh,
It's blanks
amazing.
and colors.
That looks better than mine.
I don't have any utensils because I didn't have anything to write with. So
So
I had to try to do
terrible.
it by memory.
So every color corresponds to a number.
Mm-hmm.
And with the standard Sudoku rules, every number / color can only be once in every column and row.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And
Mhm.
thus, by figuring out the Sudoku puzzle, you can then generate a variety of planting the plants in this order will give you some interesting benefits. Minstrel goes in and starts discussing the various uses of all these different ingredients and alchemical components and herbs and flowers. And it is not long before your brain is just a twist and a mire of some of the most technical information that you've got since coming to school. Your first class with Ernie was very light and whimsical and wordy, but mostly nonsensical fluff. Ileana liked to go off on stories and talking and answering your questions. Minstrel is your first teacher that has actually sat down and done their job. Of
Yay!
in-depth, you walk out of apothecary class and your brains are bursting. And those of you who decide to take notes have notebooks.
That would have been
full.
Oriana for sure.
And anyone who wishes to, I will post
Please.
every week that we go to apothecary class. I will post 5 Sudoku puzzles. to
Yay!
Discord. Anyone who
Please!
wishes to do them can get extra credit for their class.
Sweet.
I would love it. I do think Callie.
are you
Kinda
giving us
goes-
homework?
You can do it or not do it.
Within 2 weeks? That's oh man, that's not enough time.
It would be Finstrel, to be fair,
Mhm.
to give you
Yeah.
homework.
Yeah,
Second day of
I,
school.
He's the only other one who has given us homework so far.
that is true. Yeah,
Uh,
I think Belle would be.
oh, it has been him twice.
Yes, it has.
Mm-hmm.
I do think Belle would just-
Again,
Sorry.
it fits with the only teacher who's like really done their job.
Yeah.
Yes, I do agree that Belle would probably be in and out and like gets a sip, but she does get distracted looking at but I imagine our bluebells, and thinks of some times and is distracted in class a little bit, especially with the 6 that I rolled.
A class full of daydreams and fanciful colors and the fevered sound of quill against paper. You all finish apothecary class, all the wiser, venture back out into Wormhole Academy Greater, and have about 2 hours until the next round of class. With lunch already in full swing in the dining room ready for you to go if you wish. So, you do have 2 hours before your next class. Anything
Next
you would
class
like?
is what?
Next class you know to be the second round of history, which, since this is the first class that we will be repeating, we've been going through the classes fairly in depth up until this point, but for the most part, classes in my brain kind of work like Apothecary just did, where a little bit of role play and now and blah, 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 class happens. So class won't eat up entire sessions like the first history and all the first session of the classes do. But obviously, also, if there's roleplay stuff you want to do in class, feel free to do at any point. Even if I'm like wrapping up and you're like, oh, I had something I wanted to do at the end of class. Perfect. Not a problem. And thus, class ends and you return to the dining hall. Hugrokk walks over and just starts piling food onto his plate and sits down. Pretty quiet, all of apothecary class, unsurprisingly.
I
we
just
know
give
what,
Hugrokk a pat on the back and be like, it's okay, but I was in and out of it too.
Do we know what class the other group had?
You don't, actually.
I don't think so.
You would like to figure out, I'm sure you could go out.
Nah.
No?
I'll wait.
You wait. All right. You all return to the lunch hall. None of the teachers seem to be there currently. All off doing their own things. Only a few members of the other class are there. It seems as if Hardy, Lot, and Gisela are there. Just kind of meandering around, sitting each separately. But it seems as if, though classmates, not everyone gets super close and friendly right.
Hardy was the big frog guy?
Hardy was the
Hardy,
big frog
yeah.
guy, yes.
The ribbit, the one that
Hardy
gave us the clothing for his,
Brockborough.
like, yeah.
The famous chef? The famous
Triangular
chef
guy.
from Vaughn.
Yeah. not that important or anything like
Yeah,
that. No, just kidding.
The successful businessman.
I think after lunch, Belle would go up to Hardy to check in, like, hey there, Hardy. How are things
Bro.
going?
Fine. Just, brains rotting out of my cranium, really.
Wait, hold on, let me guess. History or political science? Which one did you have?
Political.
Oh wait, that's right, we're having history right after. Damn it, I'm dumb.
There's so many classes I thought we were going to be hitting people more.
Well, I mean, we have survival afterwards, so...
That'll be fun.
Now, this is gonna be weird coming from me. Where's Tash?
Oh, he's off with Hilda and Kiva. I think they're sparring somewhere. Why?
I need to talk to him about a couple of things. Kind of interrupted me last night a little bit.
Last night, huh? Interrupted? Where were you out and about last night that you got interrupted by Tash?
I gotta be careful with my words now, don't I? Okay. I went exploring at night and was in the amphitheater, just hanging out. And then he made his presence known and kind of ruined that privacy.
Yeah, he does that. He doesn't really understand personal boundaries that much. I blame the brain thing.
Yeah, quickly, I guess. Does it feel like he's not his full self? Like maybe he's missing something?
I don't know. He just says that. Well, I mean, he says he's missing a few bolts, so who knows what got him here. It's pretty nice when he's coherent. Pretty downright caring too, actually. It's weird. There's a weird juxtaposition between the two.
Between the two?
Well, between when he's caring and when he's wild.
Has he ever talked to you in like a British or elegant accent or something?
That sounds ridiculous.
Of course, it's just me, all right. All right, well, didn't mean to interrupt, but thank you. And maybe after I get some training from Hugrokk or something, we could do some sparring or something.
Yeah, sure, whenever. I mean, it's an open forum. We're all in this school together, you know? The sooner we learn how to beat each other up, the faster we'll get in the dirt.
Yeah, it's very straightforward, Hardy. I like that. All right, well, I'm gonna go find him before history, and hopefully I don't get killed again in the process, or almost killed, because and points to the back of her shirt, which she had to stitch back together because she did not bring a lot of stuff when she came here.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Better than my handiwork. And he looks down, and his pants and shirts have just been like jankily sewn. It's butcher string, not butcher string, like tying his pants together. You make it work.
Yeah, did you, I don't mean to pry, did you come with just the clothes on your back?
Well, yeah, I can't take anything from the business. With business expenses, I'm kind of I don't carry much else. Plus, I knew this place was gonna pretty much have everything, so I didn't want to forget anything.
All right. I think she tries to mutter under her breath, I guess I'm not the only one good. Tries to hide that under her breath. But yeah, thanks, Hardy. I'll leave you to your lunch, and let's hope I don't get killed by Tash. Ha 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 ha. Tries to make a joke, but makes it sound really weird.
Don't worry, I'll keep that from happening.
I know you will. Thank you, Hardy, and we'll like pat his shoulder, and we'll just leave the room to find Tash.
And I think that's where we're gonna take a break. So we will be back in 10 minutes time. So like 10:15. Yeah, 10:15. That's a little less than 10 minutes time. See you then.
Bye.
Sudoku!
Sudoku, everyone. Welcome back, welcome. As we dive back in, Belle, you wanted to go find Ash. Make a instinct roll for me.
Okay, how dare you interrupt my Sudoku time? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just I'm just gonna be distracted with this the entire time, but yeah, hold on, give me a sec. Okay. So what was the roll? Remind me one more time.
Instinct.
Instinct. Yeah.
Navigate your way to Tash.
Okay. Instinct. Ah, shit. Well, that's at least a 9 with hope, but I'm full on hope right now.
Okay. You taking the knowledge
Sorry, my Alexa just turned on.
You're good. You're good.
Echo, turn off. Okay, you're good.
Perfect.
So sorry.
No, you're good. Taking the word of party and looking for Tash and for Tash, Hilda, and Kiva, wherever they are. They don't seem to be anywhere within the immediate vicinity of the dining hall. You walk outside onto the back large patio that faces out towards the mountain range in the back. And you were just about to circle around to the front when you realize that it's probably going to be starting. Tash, Kiva, and Hilda seem to not be anywhere around. Maybe they've gone out to search their animals. Not.
Of course you had to put that idea in my head. Yeah, she's gonna keep looking for Kiva, Hilda, and Tash. Whether they're at that class or whether they're finding their animals. She wants to find them. She will take the repercussions later.
As you walk away from the building, searching for the trio, no matter where they could be on the island. In the distance, you hear as the bell for class tolls and history class begins.
Sorry, guys. Bye.
The rest of you venture in to history class. Walking in, you hear Ernie. Ah, welcome, welcome, everyone. Glad you've all made it. Well, most of you, apparently. No bother, no bother. Look around and goes, it seems as if Tash and a few others are missing today. Though, let's be honest, Tash and Hilda are the least of our worries. However, they will be missing an indubitably endearing and insightful lesson today, as we are going to go into the finer workings of how each individual dragon family formed their little nations after the plot. Now, first we're going to start with the Lenderfoot family. Hear Gunther kind of settle down and go, all right. As he hunkers down to hear the history of his own family, Ernie goes on to explain how each of the individual Dragon Rider family divvied up the land, Atramen, after the blot, questioned themselves to those places, and some remained in contact, while some decided to become more recluse. Those mainly being the house of Esto. These two families instead of fostering the relationships they built during the blot, decided to focus on their own endeavors. So both the Catterick and the Mirian family ventured out their own, while the other families of the dragon families that took over Von and Drea Call stayed relatively friendly with, though they all were not nearly as close as they were. The class goes on for its hour length, and is essentially feels like Ernie hardly takes a breath as he dances around the classroom, answering the few questions that come up and getting into a few spits and spats about the minor details of the royal families with members of said royal families. But in the end, the student deferred to the teacher, and mostly it seems to continue class. He turns to face the class at the end, taking a final breath. And there's the long, convoluted history of my old compatriots and I. Well, what is in the history books, at least. I tried to keep my own anecdotes to a minimum. We'll get into that in the second year. First, we have to learn the written history, and then we learn the real history. Understood? Wonderful.
Lo is asleep.
Well, I have other things to be doing. So you will venture off into, well, you know the main road that led us here after your, oh, that's a much easier way to describe it. You'll be going to the cliff I not pushed you off, but, magically removed from underneath you when we first met. Return there for your next class. You will be learning how to survive with Tail and Raymond. Quite an entertaining time, if I do say so. Well, so, unless there are any further questions, be gone! And he kind of, before even finishing the word be gone, starts walking up the center stairway and towards the exit of the door.
As he's walking away, can I just like stare daggers into his back to see if there's like any wing placement that could be there?
Make a instinct roll to see if you can perceive any particular outlines or creases in Erdney's suit jacket or vest, tailored vest. That
Okay. It is a 13 with hope.
Okay. Looking at Erdney as he goes, trying to catch any sign of something out of the ordinary. All you notice is a very well-fitted suit jacket, or a suit jacket vest, and all of the normal things that would go along with a furnace in the world.
Sure. Had to try.
Of course. Erdney vacates the lecture hall, and you see some of your fellow students start getting up and venturing towards the cliffside, exiting out the main foyer down the road. Wood that lay beyond. It's a little bit of a journey to get there, though enough time between classes to get there with time. On your way.
On our way.
None of you see Belle, and she has not been there through the entirety of class.
Sorry, guys.
And you don't see her in the dining hall either, as you all vacate, nor in the surrounding area as you start making your way towards your next class.
Belle checking the wolf again.
I mean, I don't know. She didn't say anything to me.
And she did say she was going to take you next time.
That's true, she did.
But I suppose we don't really know how truthful she is yet. Or
That's
sincere.
also true.
Still figuring it out.
She seems pretty earnest most of the time.
And those are the dangerous ones, darling.
Which teacher's room do you think she's breaking into now?
I don't-
You venture forth and eventually arrive the cliff face, the dilapidated, crumpled cliff face that is now essentially a slope of jagged rocks down to the forest below. And you all see the diminutive form of Tail, ant-like in appearance, two sets of arms, well-fit, intricate breastplate, and next to her, quite creating quite the juxtaposition, is Raymond Clotfrill, the towering black and gray fungal man, his trumpet-like head reaching up, small little fungal orling sitting at the bell of his trumpet head, just hanging off and waving as you guys approach. And he goes, "Oh, look, Taylor, they're here now." Ah, yes, good. Welcome, students. Just line up however you wish. Today you will be learning the finer specifics of tracking. I decided that would probably be a good introductory thing for you all in survival. If you know how to track something, you learn a plethora of other skills as well. Now, I will admit, I personally am more particular with the combat aspects of survival, while Raymond here is much more fluent in the more nuanced things such as tracking, map making, understanding the nature, while I help you not die when things inevitably try to bite you. Do we understand? Wonderful. Now, as you can see, this is a group class. Both A and B are here together. Wait a minute. Clotfrill. I do see ID. Looks like we're missing Far. Though, maybe they're just ahead of the curve. Oh, you think? And you see Hale flits up above Raymond's head and looks out over the large forest that you try to find and try to them. Well, make a instinct reaction roll for me.
Okay. Hi guys. Instinct reaction. Okay. La 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 la. That's what is that? That's a 14 reaction roll.
Okay. Perfect. The rest of you on the cliffside, Detail put one of her hands to her brow and look out and goes, well, I will never ignore a pivot. New first task, class. You will be split into 2 groups. You already are, Class A and Class B. Lovely. Class A and Class B. You need to go find your missing members. They have gotten themselves lost in the woods. It's your job to go find them. Class A, it seems as if your trio is at the northern end of the isle, while your missing member, towards Class A, Class B, has ventured towards the southwest. That is all you're getting. You will have to find the rest on your own. Look, Clotfrill, I said everything was going to work out. Well, lucky again, Tail. Fine. Don't worry about it. Well, some tips for class. Stay close to the ground. Never forget to look up. And if you hear anything growling at you,
Growl back.
he's not wrong. It works sometimes. That does work sometimes. Try to be as big and scary as possible. Not that hard for some of us here. Now, off with you. If you're not back by sunrise, if you're not back by sundown, we will come find you.
How long is it till sundown?
Looks as if you have about 4 hours.
Yep.
Luckily for you folk, it should be easier getting down the cliff this time. Good luck to you, and if you get lost, just look around for the sporling. They'll be dotted around the. He turns and kind of tilts forward and takes a big breath in, and then almost like he's trying to blow a really big bubble, he erupts a spore cloud from the top of his trumpet bell, and you tiny versions of his sporelings start drifting out. There we are. Good luck.
We're gonna need hazard pay for all those sporelings.
Are you? Oh, you again. Just so you know, they all want names now. Not only do they all want names, they want names that start with J.
Oh, that's very specific.
It is very specific.
You didn't name them before?
Why would I name them before? They're me.
Tell them apart.
Yeah. Don't you want to unionize? And I hand him a pamphlet.
Teachers union, it's very important.
It's very important.
You don't nearly get paid enough.
No, you truly don't.
One of the sporelings just swings down on their legs and kind of just in the ears. Takes your pamphlet and goes, my life's gotten harder because
You're
Harder,
being
but
hard on
more
yourself.
fun. Harder but more interesting?
Yes, and you're being hard on yourself.
Kale flits up.
Isn't there therapy here?
Getting this one into therapy. Quite the task. You are a bit mean to yourself, though.
I mean, he makes himself baked goods. That's some kind of therapy, is it not?
And eating one's feelings is not the same as going to therapy.
I am not here to be criticized right now. You all have classwork to do, or I can't just bring attention willy-nilly that to speech that makes it a lesson. If you don't stop being here and go do your job of class and assignment, that tell what my compatriot here is trying to say are in fact, please go and do your assignment. That would be quite well. It's okay,
Please and
Claude.
thank you goes a long way.
Well, Heidi ho, let's go. And then Lo will turn into a fox and start sniffing out for Belle.
Can I, before we do head out, can I try something?
If you wish.
I'm looking this over and I'm just trying to make sure if I need to know a specific thing or not.
Okay.
The fungal network,
Mm-hmm.
because he like floofed spores everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to hey, if there's any fungal that are near Belle, can you make her stop?
Celial. You can communicate across any distance. Huh.
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't say anything specific, so.
That's a good point. Make an instinct roll. Make an instinct
got
roll
a
on that one.
15 with hope.
Okay. As
Plus my instinct, which 16 with hope. I always forget to add the bonus.
as Fern shifts into a fox and starts making their way down the cliff, you walk to the edge and thinking to reach out the sporelings that Raymond just scattered across the entirety of the. Being the only other fun girl here, an advantage is given to you as your eyesight is cast into 1,000 places. Flashes of different parts of the forest appear, different creatures you haven't seen before, areas, statues, ruins, and then a blonde infernus hopping over a fallen log and looking around and deciding between two ways and choosing the one that takes her further southwest. Looks to be a couple miles to the southwest.
Oh, she's only a few miles that way. Shouldn't be too hard to find her. Hey, little buddy, can you like make her stop or turn her around so she's coming back towards us?
Do his best. You get the feeling that he will do his best.
Okay.
Tail flies up behind you. A clever trick will negate the sass from before. Very well done.
I was
Good. Now go get them. You now have the exact location of Belle. As Belle down in the woods, you just barely hear a little pew, 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 pew. And this little fungrel, large mushroom frilled hat kind of floating down like an umbrella lands.
Hi there. Very quickly. I posted in the chat, but I finished the Sudoku.
Hey.
Ruby also did too. Ruby got it first. I was
That
just
makes
like,
sense.
not good. Anyways, Belle is like, oh, hi, little one. Hey, you haven't seen a weird looking tabby cat as well as like mainly the tabby cat, but I don't know if he's gonna be with the two blue haired sisters. Have you seen them anywhere? Alright, no worries. Where the fuck did they go? And she's just gonna keep on looking.
Starts hopping in a direction.
Wait, so do you know where they are, or is this something else? Like, what time is it? And she looks up at the sky.
It's about 4 hours until sundown.
Shit. She's been so focused trying to find them. Oh, shit. Fuck. Would I have the inkling that he's trying to guide me to go back? Or no?
Make a presence. Or make an instinct or presence.
I'll go with instinct. Do. Okay. Oh man, I have so much hope. That's a 14 with hope.
Okay. Seems like a pretty good.
I'm gonna get in so much trouble. Well, fuck. Look, I'll cut you a deal. I'll start following you, but can you please help me try to find the tabby? You said we were supposed to meet before history class and he broke his fucking promise.
Make a presence roll.
All right, I'm going to use disarming presence on this one. Like, pretty please, can you help me? I'll follow you the same direction, but like all that stuff. Okay. Presence? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's +3 now. Oh, because I have the Know the Tide, I'm going to add it so now I have a +4. There we go. I keep forgetting I have that.
It's at the bottom.
I know. It is at the bottom of the list.
That's the bottom of the character sheet. No one looks down there.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because it's a +4. Fuck yes. So that is a... Wait. Oh, wait, yeah, that makes it a 4. Okay, sorry. Math is hard right now. That's 14. No. Wait, no. Sorry, math's wrong. 9 + 4 is 13 + 4 is 17, but it is with fear.
Okay. The Spoiling turns to you and goes, Popping. Boink, boink, boink.
I guess we have a deal then. All right. And I slowly start following, but I also am keeping my eyes peeled for Tash, and who I'm guessing is with Kiva and Hilda, and just be looking around.
Right. You
Like,
start
not
following the
slowly.
spoiling while keeping an eye out. Everyone else, Lo, make a instinct roll for me. And then anyone else who would like to contribute to the finding of Belle in any way they would wish to. Oh.
What kind of role would that be?
I'll say you choose. You can decide how you wish to contribute to finding Belle. How your character would use their skills available to them.
21 with hope.
Oh. With Variedawnt's initial direction from his fungal network, you hunker down and start following various trails until you eventually find one that seems to be Belle. That is at least leading the right direction, and the scent trail is
Baked goods.
baked goods. There's little sweet, like
It's
cinnamon,
baked goods.
a light cinnamon sugar scent that trails through that wafts through the forest.
I mean, from my experience, if you spend the morning in a bakery, you're just gonna smell like butter.
Oh,
I mean,
That's
Belle
what Rue's looking for right here.
I mean, Belle does have some interesting scents with what she makes that day. So, but it's a lot of sweet and sugary, and sometimes butter. Yeah, a lot of butter.
So you are having Rue help with this? You can use
His find it skill.
find it skill, and then so make a
Yes. Not that I know of.
make a spellcaster for me.
I forget what that is.
It is
I'm like, right, I have spells. I forget I have spells.
I think it was agility, not to
an
interrupt.
instinct
but...
roll.
Oh, instinct. Okay, never mind.
Okay. That doesn't change it. I rolled with instinct to begin with.
Oh.
That's a 17 with fear.
17 with. There's a few moments where you lose sight of. Well, I guess you're ready. There's a few times where Rupestris locks onto the scent, and then bouncing off of Lo, who they'll be following the same scent for a while, and then Lo will veer off, and Rue will follow one scent and back on, and various kind of just sussing out which scent trails are the right ones and which ones will actually lead. Belle did not walk in a straight line to the southwest. There's a lot of. You all quickly get the idea that she herself was either looking for something or just deciding to take the most wandering walk in the woods. You progress your way down Razz, almost getting knocked off of Rupestris a few times just by how intensely and through him trying to wriggle through some low-hanging branches and tough burrows. Make your way to an area where it opens up. The trees kind of open up into a glen, and there is what looks to be a statue of kind of laying on her side, head up and resting on her arm, and her legs, as they stretch out, form into one leg kind of back on the forms itself into a long bench that is out of her stone. The statue itself, if standing upright, would probably be about 20 feet tall. But here in this laying here in its laying stance is more like 15 feet tall at the head and then goes down to about 5 feet at the base where the 2 feet are sitting. And it's just this large statue in the middle of this glen, which seems to have kind of like a patch of bare area in front of it that's grown back a little bit, but doesn't seem to be as full as the rest. Hypothetically, meaning that this was a place where at one point was like a round, no bells, but it does seem as if animals quiet.
Well, that doesn't help my plan because my plan was to find an animal and ask it if they've seen a blonde tiefling anywhere. Or infernal.
I'll make a perception check. Maybe there's a instinct roll for me.
Perception, what's that?
Perception doesn't exist here. No one perceives things.
No, they just have an instinct of things.
Can I just aid her somehow, also looking, so I can spend a hope and give me advantage? Because that's a thing.
Spend a hope, give advantage.
Oh, sure. Sweet. Oh, that was
Remember
good.
that because I started watching the crit roll Daggerheart.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't started
Like,
watching.
aid is a thing we can do.
I haven't started watching the new one yet either.
Yeah, that's true. Team
so
up
that
as
is
well.
21,
They're
22.
aiding each other all the time. It's like, oh, that's how we can spend hope.
22 with fear.
Me too, with fear. As you walk into this glen with the idea of finding a creature to ask where Belle is, you get uneasy seeing that there's no birds or critters around, which in the woods typically logically means there's something that would make birds not be around. Shifting your sight from small, helpful creatures to more large, dangerous ones, the only thing your eyes keep being drawn back to is that statue in the middle of the glen. And it's old. It's been there ages. Moss has climbed up the bottom. Vines have dwindled down from the trees that kind of have grown and cluster in on the form, clearly overgrowing into a place where they should not have been. But you do recognize it. Saw it last night. Much different position, much different pose, much smaller. Where have you seen this stuff?
Who do I recognize it as? I'm assuming it's one of the gods.
It seems to be a statue of Iker, or the third-born god, lover of bird poetry, legends. Lyk.
Interesting. I'm gonna go up close to it, the statue, and just get a closer look.
Make a instead of an
Does it have to do with history, culture, or politics of a prominent person or place?
absolutely.
Uh, 22 with hope.
Me too. With amazing. Walking up and taking a closer look at the statue, you see that the hand that seems to be leaning on their left hand, their head on their left hand. Their other arm kind of goes down, and you can't see the hand because it's been covered with dirt and mesh. But what you first thought was just another hunk of rock that is in this clearing seems to be another section of the statue that's sticking out of the ground. To be kind of on closer inspection, a corner of what looks like a large carved. And with this knowledge, I get this picture of the statue being carved to depict Liker kind of lounging on his arm, reading or writing in one of his books, depicting him doing one of the poetry legends, writing myth, indulging in the word. But you can't, even with a role like that, you can't quite seem to depict what or figure out what its point was. Most statues have some sort of meaning, whether it's to increase morale or remembrance or to create and craft art or make a statement. But this is just seems to be a very finely crafted, well made statue. But just a statue in the middle of the woods. Nothing's around, nothing's close. The academy itself is at least a mile back at this point.
And there weren't any paths or anything leading to it. Can I make out if the book has any writing? Like if I clear away some of the dirt?
Absolutely. Taking the time to clear away the dirt, it looks as if the book has like there are symbols on the page, but they don't match the symbols you saw in the basement. They don't match modern day symbols, and they don't have any actual structure to them. There's no like symbols or any sort of the only thing that really makes them look like writing is that they are in line.
So it's like scribbles, basically, kind of.
Yeah. Roll a luck roll.
So that's just what, a d20?
Yep, just a d20.
12.
Oh.
I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
That makes me feel
Also,
great.
Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to instigate all this, but go ahead.
You uncover the writing, and it's writing in text. Who has Will currently? Hello?
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
Perfect. Lo, how close to Oriana are you currently?
Wait, can you give it to Rue for safekeeping?
No. Rue's flying now. Suddenly.
Magic feather.
Probably going around the perimeter with Rue.
Okay. With that luck roll, Oriana, you feel that there is something to this. Technically, Hugrokk has information about the statue. He saw similar.
Oh, I thought it sounded familiar. The description of it sounded familiar.
Well, I guess
but I couldn't remember who was there.
some of you, it was Hugrokk. It was just Hugrokk and Razz, I'm pretty sure. Were the only ones who saw that one.
Yeah.
Oh, so Razz, you actually would see this too. It's not the same statue that you saw there of a woman there. But another statue like it. So you know other statues exist on the island.
You're saying Razz. Do you mean not Razz?
No, Razz too as well. Because Razz was
Oh,
This
Razz.
is similar to the statue that Hugrokk and Razz landed
Yes.
on during the sprocket hunt.
The
Exactly.
very beginning.
The very
yeah.
beginning.
A minute ago.
Very, very beginning. Yes. So Raz, you would know that there are other statues like, but Oriana, you can't. There's something missing here. Statues just don't exist randomly. Yes, this place is old, but there's no other ruins around it.
Well, that's odd. I'm going to take very careful note of where it is in the woods. And a note to come back and investigate further, because we still have to find Belle. And we still only have a couple of hours to do it in. But I am going to just, I don't know, kind of let everyone know that there's something more about the statue, and I don't know what it is exactly. It's not the writing in the book. That's nonsense. But there's something off about this. It's odd placement for a statue of this size and this make, and I think we should come back and look at this more.
And you're just saying this out loud?
Mm-hmm.
Lo would stop and listen.
Stop and I'll meander around a little. Well, make another instinct with advantage now because you're being guided.
Okay. All right. Fabulous. Instinct with advantage, so I get to add a +6. And I did roll with fear, so I am going to add a +1, so that's now a +3. Okay. Oh, that's an insanely good number, but I also got to add the advantage. And oh my god, a 6 on the advantage die. Fuck. Okay, so that's 29 with hope.
29 with hope. Very good. Very, very good.
Oh my god.
As you all are kind of sitting here in this clearing for a moment, you all hear a boing, boing, and then Rue goes "Poof," and looks towards the southwest as you see a little squirreling bing, 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 hop out of the tree line into the clearing you're in. Hops over to Variedawnt and goes "Meow, meow."
So cute.
His little nub hand.
I grab a little buddy. I just pull out whatever snack I have.
A few moments later, a disheveled Belle comes out of the woods.
We found you.
Shit. Hi.
All right. That assignment's done.
What assignment?
Oh, you are our survival assignment.
And I imagine I'm probably gonna get detention. All right. Well,
No, probably not. Because
well, I also missed
I
history
think-
class, didn't I?
it's just history class.
So,
Miss is quite the opportune word. I don't think that you missed anything.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
all right. You haven't seen Tash around, have you?
Apparently he's
No.
up north.
Your significant other? No.
She just puts her hand in her hands.
Yes,
Wait.
that is what a cat makes.
Wait. Did you hear that?
Was that not the little spoiler?
Oh, no.
No,
I
that's
start
something
growling.
else.
Any
start
chance
growling.
to follow, darling?
I don't know. I didn't hear anything. I'd look back to see if something's followed me.
I say we run or get ready for a fight.
Well, what was
Sounds
it, Variedawnt? You said to growl back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's
real
hear
quick,
it then.
Does this sound Lauperd like?
Yes, it'll
Make a
allow
knowledge
her-
check. Anyone who wishes to make a knowledge check.
I'm gonna
knowledge
do
check.
that. Yeah.
I will make a knowledge check.
Sounds like a cow.
I thought it was a cat, but I probably am wrong.
Cow.
No, that's a 3 with hope. No,
Get
Belle
a
doesn't know what it
9 with
is.
hope.
I rolled 2 ones.
Nice.
Hey, snake eyes.
I
crit.
almost had a crit, but I had a 2 and a 1. Fuck.
I saw the 1. I was like, oh boy. Then like peeked in the other corner. Oh, another 1.
There's a 5 with hope.
Ooh.
3 with hope.
So as you all turn towards the sound, and Oriana, you
Oh wait,
make the
sorry,
reference
4
to.
with hope. Because I have a
This is
negative 1 to intelligence.
Oh no!
Yeah.
And you make this, and Oriana, as you comment this to Variedawnt. Variedawnt, you look towards the sound, and you've seen one before. They live in at the roots of the mountains. Call jungle climbs up steep. There is a large bovine that has a long history with your people's.
Okay.
As coming out, as the sun is starting to slowly make its way down. Not quite it's not sunset yet, but it's getting there. A red glow starts coming out from the trees. You see the tops of the trees start shifting back and forth as a 15-foot tall by 10-foot wide.
Ooh.
Bulbous form of white cow spots, and on the back from about mid back up there are these red shelf mushrooms. These red shelf mushrooms that grow and act like natural, almost like an armadillo shell on the back of this cow. But then growing into full toadstool mushroom at the top and coming off his ears, and their ears are just 2 large jelly ear mushrooms that kind of jiggle back and forth. Just this ever-present red glow as they walk out. The trees shifting on either side. Everywhere they step, small little plumes of red mycelia form.
It's like a mushroom from Minecraft.
Essentially, yeah.
Is it good or bad? Should we just hide?
Variedawnt, you know that these creatures are incredibly passive.
Okay.
As a child, it was common for fungrel children to just kind of ride them around all day as kind of like a easy transportation and entertaining way to just spend the day. You know how people do like lazy rivers? Kind of con.
Mm-hmm. Mushrooms.
Exactly.
Mushrooms from teeth. That's hilarious.
Question.
Yes.
Would I know if I could communicate with this animal because it is a mushroom?
Know that there is a level of but since it's not fully sentient,
Mhm.
it's kind of like talking to plants.
Okay.
So like there's a sentience
fair.
there, but there's definitely a limit. Like it doesn't understand speech. It's more like you communicate it through feelings and emotions more than like, hey, go do this.
Okay, that's fair.
Mhm.
Can I try to connect with the fungal network again? Just to be like, hey, why are you here? It's
Like
is
your
it
instinct roll
scared?
again.
Is it hungry? That kind of thing. Oh, I don't get it.
Don't get
Can
it?
I aid Dante a little bit? Is there any way I could aid or no?
I
Like, spend a hope. I have 6 hope.
I don't think in this case, just because it's like
Yeah.
a history-based ability.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know how Belle would help him like tune hours of that.
Well, I mean, if there's a way to does Dante, do you communicate that this creature is passive at all, or?
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's one of those. They're friendly. It's fine.
What
They
What did you roll, Variedawnt?
I rolled a 5 with hope.
Never mind.
So yeah, it's like I really don't get it. It's like, yeah, it's an animal. Yeah, they're kind of native to where I'm from. They're just
Alright,
literally what it looks like, a mushroom cow.
a mush cow? Is that
cow.
no?
Mush cow,
That's really bad. Sorry.
Some
Okay,
people said
just
like
get
a
out of the way.
mushroom, but that feels too. I don't know.
Mushroom.
Yeah, probably just get out of the
Okay.
way. Just kind of ride them like cattle, really.
Ride them.
Yeah.
I look up. Is it just walking past and just like grazing on grass, or what is it doing?
Yeah, it entered the clearing and has just like kind of started grazing on grass. You see it walks over to a few trees and just kind of starts gnawing on them.
Can I feed it one of the glowing berries that I pocketed?
Oh, jeez.
One of the face-numbing ones.
Dante. Oh my god.
What?
Just
Yes.
roll a luck check for me. There's no animal handling skill. Roll a luck check for me.
A 15? Do I add anything to that?
15. I'll say you can add +2 because you're a mushroom.
So 17. I put
17.
math there for a second.
Okay. You walk over and kind of reach out. Its tongue envelops your whole arm, kind of picks you up the ground a little bit.
Ah.
What?
It barely noticed. It's such a small berry.
Huh.
Did
The
you
insect's cute.
did you want to try to communicate with it though?
We're just kind of, just to the best of my ability, just trying to figure out what it's doing here. Like, is it scared? Is it just hungry?
Make a presence check.
Presence. Okay, straight roll. A 9 with fear.
Here. The only feeling you get from it is fear.
Fear. Okay. With that, can I do one last thing? Because I just remembered I have this ability.
Okay.
Which one is this? The one that lets me get visions of the last.
The
violent
last bad thing that happened.
act.
Grim psychometry.
Okay. Yeah.
While inspecting a creature, a location, or an object within very close range, make a spellcasting roll 12 on a success. Mark a stress to have vision of the most involving the target.
Yeah.
And until you finish a long rest, you have advantage on any action roll to recall lore about.
Yeah. I was just like, I'm an investigator. There's something I could do here. What is it? All right, the visions of violence. Yeah. Oh, so that's a 13 with fear.
Fear. Okay, that succeeds. Against the spellcasting roll was only a 12 you need.
And then one success, mark stress. Okay. Stress.
Mark a stress. And you reach out and kind of just brush your hand against the... It's weird. It has the same give as your skin with the mycelia, but it's that soft, velvety feel of like leather. As it walks by, and you get a flash. The last pain. Most recent violence involving the target. and your hand traces over what you didn't notice at first because of just the splashes of red everywhere. But there's this clear, almost mucus that seems to be coming out of a gash hindquarters from.
Oh.
And when your hands trace that, you pull back and feel the kind of like ooh flash, and you. I don't think you've seen one yet, and I forget if you've been told of their existence, either by Finstrel or by Oriana. But you see what at first you think just to be a you first think it's the ground rising, coming alive, but you soon realize it is a massive form of a dragon. This dragon-sized slug creature, 2 long stalks, and you just see it diving down. A smaller one, it seems, a not fully mature slagon, diving down, latching onto the back of this mushroom, and tearing off what it can before it dives up and out of the tree canopy. Okay.
I think that came up in Animal Handling.
I believe it did. I think it was mentioned in passing by Finstrel as a possible flying creature.
A flying creature. Okay. Oh, but it dove into the ground.
But it seemed to be laying flat on the ground, almost camouflage, and then rose from the ground once the room was close enough and like launched from the ground and then.
Okay, like a trapdoor spider.
Yeah, kind of.
I relay all of this information to everybody.
Oh, well, is there anything we could do to help it? Like, does anyone have any healing magic or anything like that?
Do you get a sense of how long ago this happened?
Do I get a sense of how long ago that happened?
Sorry.
Grim Psychometry does not tell you when it happened. It is the most recent. However, you as a Funko person would realize that the mucus coming from the hindquarters of this mushroom is most likely its equivalent.
Okay.
So recent enough that it
fairly
is still
recent.
actively.
Lo's gonna flip around onto its back and lay some hands on it.
Yes. Thank you, Lo.
Celia kind of like spreading over the wound, lying.
The reason I ask about that is because there is kind of a lack of other small animals in the area, and usually that means there's some sort of large predator or other large creature, and while this is a very large creature, I don't think it's the kind of creature that would scare off like birds and squirrels and things like that. So I am mild to moderately concerned that that slagon is still around and not far.
All right. You were sent to find me.
Yes.
What about the other class? Were they sent to find the other 3?
Correct.
Yes.
All right. Do you think they need help?
Well, they were quite far away towards the north, so maybe.
She gets very frustrated of how off the course she was. Fuck.
But I'm not quite as worried about them encountering something large and aggressive as I am about us encountering something large and aggressive. And I'm gonna start looking up, and then looking down.
Make a perception check or instinct check.
Low healed it for 2 hit points, and we'll
Easy.
begin talking to this Mushu.
Instinct.
You heal
That
it.
is a
2 hit points is actually a decent chunk of healing for this mushroom. As you see the mycelia hardens and dies. What did you roll, Oriana?
I rolled an 8 with fear.
Fear. You look up into the sky and see nothing. You look at the ground. Expect to see nothing as well.
Uh-oh.
But sadly see something very much I want. As Lo, just in communicating with Mushroom here. The word pesks, this deep, guttural voice. And Oriana, you see 4 sets of eyes looking at you from the underbrush on the edge of the clearing. You can hear just the slightest
Oh my god.
rattle and shake that starts growing around the entirety of the clearing until the air is just sounds like 20, 30, 40 people with egg shakers around the entirety.
Can we just get out of here now?
Look at that. 5 shadowy forms rocket from the wood's edge around you as you see a pack. 6 I haven't thought of a good name, so I'll let you guys name them. You see
That's not fun.
the body of a dingo, that tan
Tails.
that tan
6 scales just come
6
over,
tails, whoosh.
cracking the ears open, just like, hey,
We're going to Bobby.
To the Bobby.
You see these dingo bodied, that tawny tan, raggedy, wiry hair standing off on various edges. The thick, shaggy neck that reduces into a lithe, sleek, reptilian head. Its fur peels back, revealing scales. This long, forked tongue that flickers out between curving fangs. As the tail, this rattle sound you hear seems to be from the rattlesnake tails that each of these have.
Rangos.
Rangos? That's just
Dank.
that's just a movie.
Rangos.
Dank.
It's a rattlesnake dingo.
yeah, it's just
it's
Ringo.
pretty good.
Ringo.
Ringo?
Everyone's favorite,
Ringo.
favorite member of the Beatles. That's
Ringo.
These Ringos.
Thought we
the
talked-
star band.
You do notice as they emerge that the rattling sound that you heard made it sound like there were many more than what seemed to be emerging from the woodline. So many. Many more than you.
Ugh.
And they are charging it from all direction.
We see those
Awesome.
and the thing up top?
You don't see anything up top, just these guys.
No, okay.
Nothing up top.
That's
The
right.
air was clear. And while Oriana was looking for the camouflaged Slagan, she had saw the beady eyes.
Okay.
These
Understood.
I wasn't right, but I wasn't
Reptilian.
wrong either.
I don't like this one bit. Ah!
And I think it's early, but that is where we will dive in next time.
That's fair.
No.
And then Hugrokk comes out of nowhere, just
Hugrock's been here the whole time. He's
Very
just
bad.
sad he lost his tooth.
Yeah.
He's
a quiet
sulking.
guy.
He's sulking
fine.
today.
He'll get a new trophy.
Oh my
Possibly
god.
from
Yeah.
one of these Rangos.
In his honor, let's all
I like
pour
Ringo,
one out.
actually.
on top of our routers. Just
Pour
in
one on
honor
top
of
of our
Fluffy.
routers.
How about we
Pour one out.
don't actually?
Right.
Yeah, let's not do that.
I got plenty of old routers. I can do that. Also.
That's great. Yeah, just grab an old router and pour
I have an
one
old
out.
router I can do that with, actually. Amazing.
Wow, everyone tried to make it sound like this was a crazy idea. Suddenly, we're all doing it.
It's fine. Next
Oh,
week,
whoa,
next week we'll just
cool.
all have routers to honor Swolfie with.
Oh my
Do they
goodness.
all have the
The
yellow blue?
heterochromia. Guess you'll have
That-
to get close and see.
That's
Oh my
fair.
god.
I actually love these guys. Like, I know in
Oh.
reality they would be terrifying, especially because the way that like dingoes hunt and the way that like the like just sheer animosity of rattlesnakes.
Yeah.
Like a dingo and a rattlesnake mixed together is kind of terrifying.
We could also
Mhm.
just call that Australia,
like-
because that's like the epitome of like I'm gonna kill you, Australia.
The difference between this and just a normal Australian cattle dog is minimal. But
I mean,
God.
rattlesnakes typically won't actually do anything unless you are up in their business.
it's true.
Just saying.
It's true. But then once you're
rattle is
True.
a warning, not a hunting technique.
yeah, but
That
then
is
see,
you can go.
yeah,
very true.
That's where it gets.
Yeah.
and see dingoes and coyotes purposely yip and yap to sound like there's many more of them.
There's a lot of them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
And
it's
then
an
the whole like
interesting
fur,
combo.
yeah. And with the fur peeling back, it's just reminding me of like what the gherkin or something from like this is like from the Marvel universe or DC universe, whatever it is, the orange cat that can
the flirkin.
the flirkin. It reminds me of the flirkin a little
I
bit.
forgot about
yeah.
those things.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
reminds
I
me
see
a
it.
tiny bit of it when you said the fur pulled back. I was like, ugh.
They're just good boys. They're just good little boys.
Well,
I gotta
see, they're
keep showing you more
attacking us.
animals. I gotta keep showing you more animals that you
No,
guys
that's
can tame
true.
and have.
Take partial. I do take
These
full
guys-
responsibility for this. I'm so sorry, guys.
These guys just
Now,
want to
who's
kill
gonna
you.
Knock one out for 8 hours.
Knock one out for 8 hours. Hey, it wouldn't be the worst. Variedawnt's just gonna tame the mushroom. That's gonna be his pet.
Oh, I gotta find an armadillo bee.
An armadillo bee. Amazing. Well, thank you guys all so much for watching.
Pleasure.
We will catch you up. We will catch you all in 2 weeks' time. We're gonna go raid into someone that I'll find at some point. But thank you all so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you all in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.
Is it 2 weeks yet?
Do we get